Hello students, welcome to my online classes. Today we are going to discuss the fourth chapter of Beehive textbook entitled A Truly Beautiful Mind. The story recounts the life of an outstanding scientific personality, Albert Einstein, from his birth till his death. In this story, we have the life sketch of Albert Einstein. Okay, so let's move on. Albert Einstein was born on 14th March in 1879. You have to point this date. On this date, Albert Einstein was born in the German city of Ulm. For about 2.5 years, he could not speak. In the start, there was a problem. Up to 2.5 years, he could not speak. And after that, when he did learn to speak, he uttered every word twice. His playmates called him Brother Boring. Okay, means due to his unable to speak, utter any word, everyone gave him the name Brother Boring. And his mother regarded him a freak because of the abnormally large size of his head. Okay, means by seeing the picture, his head was abnormally large. Okay, and at school, when he moved to school, his headmaster regarded him as stupid. Okay, and good for nothing. Means he was regarded as stupid person in the school and not having any sense. Okay, means according to headmaster, there is nothing good in his personality. But we all know this prove them. Okay, means by his intelligence, he proved all those things wrong. Okay, how? Let's see. He met a fellow student, Mileva Mary. You can see in the picture. Okay, at the university. She was also intelligent and clever, similarly to Albert Einstein. Later on, they get married and had two sons, but unfortunately, their marriage did not survive and were divorced in 1990. For several reasons, they got divorced. So, we can say their marriage is not so happy. Okay. After completing his education, Albert Einstein, after completing the education, worked as a technical expert in the patent office at Bonn. Here he worked secretly of his idea on relativity. This is called intelligence. Means he worked at the time of apprentice secretly on the idea of relativity. Means without knowing anyone, he was doing his work. Okay, that is the true quality of any genius person. Okay, you have to be very quiet and do your work. Okay, and when you will give the idea, the world will shock it. In 1915, he published his paper on special theory of relativity. This is very important. Means this is very important achievement, greatest achievement, followed by the world famous equation E is equal to mc square. You all know this equation very well. Okay, means this is the famous equation E is equal to mc square. You can see in the physics. Okay, in 1915 he published his paper on general theory of relativity. In 1915, the same year, he just published his new paper on the theory of relativity. Okay, due to this, he gained an absolutely new definition to concept of gravity. Means by this theory of relativity, he just give a new definition on the concept of gravity. This theory made him a famous figure. All the world come to know this personality due to this concept of gravity. Okay. After that, in 1919, during the solar eclipse, his theory came out to be accurate and revolutionized physics. Means in 1919, at the time of solar eclipse, whatever theory he has given, that proved accurate, and in this way, a new term, a new revolution came into the physics. In 1933, he immigrated to USA. He just moved to USA as Nazis had come to power in Germany. Okay, means he moved to USA for his betterment. He did not want his finding and research to be used for destruction. That is the true quality of Albert Einstein. Okay, in at the time he did not want his findings, whatever research he has made, to be used for destruction. Okay, means उसका waste use किया है. In 1938, when Germany discovered the principle of nuclear fission, okay, underlying point in 1938, when Germany discovered the principle of nuclear fission, he was the first person to write to the American president. Okay, you have to understand. You only know the equation now. Means at that time he was the first person who just informed the American president about the danger of atomic bombs. You also know whatever the danger. Even now also Nagasaki and Hiroshima means nearby areas are suffering. Okay. In 1945, when America dropped the atomic bombs, the same thing I am telling, bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, he was deeply hurt and wrote to the United Nations for the formation of world government to prevent recurrence of such destruction. After the attack, dropping of the atom bomb in Nagasaki and Hiroshima, he was deeply hurt by seeing the destruction, and in that case he just write a letter to United Nation for to just form a world गवर्नमेंट. ओके, मीन्स पूरे विश्व में एक ऐसी सत्ता होना चाहिए जो कि ऐसे डिस्ट्रक्शन को रोक सके. ओके, ही स्पेंट हिज लेटर डेज इन पॉलिटिक्स एडवोकेटिंग वर्ल्ड पीस एंड डेमोक्रेसी. Lastly, he just joined some interest. He said gave some interest in the politics. Okay, at that time he just advocate world peace and democracy. Okay, this is the pic of Albert Einstein. He died at the age of 76 in the year 1955. Okay, these are the some question which you understand, which you have to work by your own. Okay, and so these are the some means quotes which you have to read. Okay, here are the some glance on the story. You can take the screenshot of it. Okay, so अल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन, ये जो चैप्टर है, ओके, इसमें एक ऐसे व्यक्ति का विवरण दिया गया है, एक ऐसे व्यक्ति के बारे में बताया गया है जो कि काफ़ी मीन्स जो कि काफ़ी स्टार्टिंग में उतना तेज नहीं था, लेकिन धीरे धीरे इसने जो काम किया और जिस तरह से अपने आप को प्रूफ किया, अपने हेडमास्टर को प्रूफ किया, सारे रॉन्ग थे, क्योंकि उसके हेडमास्टर ने कहा था कि ये इतना स्टूपिड है और कभी भी कुछ कर नहीं सकता था. बाद में ये उसको प्रूफ करता है. कुछ अचीवमेंट की बात करें तो ये जब यूनिवर्सिटी में गया तो मिलर मैरी से मिला, जो भी इसी की तरह इंटेलिजेंट और क्लेवर थे. बाद में दोनों शादी कर लिए, लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली ठीक है, उनकी मैरिज बहुत दिन तक नहीं चली और 1919 में उनका डाइवोर्स हो गया. ओके, एजुकेशन कंप्लीट करने के बाद अल्बर्ट, जो कि एक ग्रेट माइंड था, अंडरस्टूड, वो टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट बर्न में काम करने लगा और वहाँ पे वो चुपके से रिलेटिविटी के आइडिया पे वर्क करने लगा। ओके, और 1915 में उसने एक पेपर में स्पेशल थ्योरी क्रिएट किया जो कि फेमस इक्वेशन दिया इज इक्वल टू mc²। ओके, प्रैक्टिकल वे में 1915 में ही पब्लिश्ड हिज पेपर ऑन जनरल थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी। ओके, मतलब 1915 में जब उसने जनरल थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी दिया तो वो एक न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट था ग्रेविटी के लिए। ओके, और इस तरह से वो पूरे विश्व में फेमस हो गया। ओके, 1919 में जो उसकी ये अचीवमेंट थी वो प्रैक्टिकल हुई, क्योंकि सोलर इक्लिप्स के समय इसकी जो थ्योरी थी वो एकदम सही साबित हुई और इस तरह से भौतिक विज्ञान जो है वो पूरी तरह से रिवलाइज्ड हुआ। मतलब एक नया चलन, एक नया क्रांतिकारी परिवर्तन उसमें देखने को मिला। 1933 में वो यूएसए चला गया क्योंकि नाजिस का वर्चस्व जर्मनी में बढ़ चुका था। ओके, वो अपने फाइंडिंग्स और रिसर्च जो भी अचीवमेंट थी उसका यूज़ डिस्ट्रक्शन में नहीं करना चाहता, क्योंकि वार टाइम में काफ़ी लोग ऐसा करते थे। 1938 ईस्वी में जब जर्मनी ने न्यूक्लियर फ्यूजन का कॉन्सेप्ट डिलीवर किया तो वो फर्स्ट पर्सन था जिसने अमेरिकन प्रेसिडेंट को लिखा और एटॉमिक बम्स के डेंजर से एनकाउंटर किया, मतलब उसको समझाया कि एटम बम कितना भयावह हो सकता है। 1945 में अमेरिका ने एटॉमिक बम नागासाकी और हिरोशिमा में गिराया था। आपको पता होगा, ही वॉज डीपली हर्ट। उस समय वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा हताश हुआ और फिर से उसने यूएनओ को लिखा कि यू हैव टू फॉर्म द वर्ल्ड गवर्नमेंट, मतलब वर्ल्ड में एक ऐसी सत्ता होनी चाहिए बाद में जैसे हम यूनाइटेड नेशंस देखते हैं। ओके, कि जिसमें मतलब ऐसे डिस्ट्रक्शन को, क्योंकि जापान की जो हालत थी हिरोशिमा और नागासाकी का अभी तक उसका कुप्रभाव देखने को मिलता है, तो ऐसे डिस्ट्रक्शन को रोकने के लिए ये काफ़ी मतलब भयावह है और इससे कैसे क्या हो सकता है, ऐसे मतलब विश्व में एक ऐसी पावर होनी चाहिए। ओके, ही स्पेंट हिज आफ्टर डैट वो थोड़ा सा पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविटी में इंडल्ज हो गया और लेकिन वो हमेशा वर्ल्ड पीस और डेमोक्रेसी का हितैषी रहा। ओके, ये उसका पिक है। 76 वर्ष की आयु में इसकी 1955 में इसकी मृत्यु हो गई। ओके, टाइटल की बात करें तो ट्रूली ब्यूटीफुल माइंड, निश्चित ही रूप से ये बहुत ही मतलब ब्यूटीफुल माइंड था, मतलब कि जो कि अच्छा सोचता था। ठीक है, टैलेंटेड तो था ही लेकिन साथ में अच्छा भी सोचता था। ओके, दीज आर द क्वेश्चंस you can understand in which you have to do by your own. Which remarkable incident happened in the life of Einstein in 1921? You understand. How did Einstein react to the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Easy question. What did Einstein call his desk drawer at the patent office and why? Okay, for this you have to go through the text and special theory of relativity. You have to explain it. Einstein played with himself in his childhood. Okay, means for better understanding I suggest you to just go through the text and whatever problem you have you just ask me. Okay, I think it's enough for today. Okay, for in next class we will discuss with the means important points and the question answer. Okay, it's enough for today. Thank you.